Hi, Leo. I love you, honey. So, yeah, we don't have any fan today because it's cold. I have a heater on and a hoodie. Kentucky, you can have all 4 seasons in one day. So, I love you so much, Leo, and thank you for everything you do for us here on the channel. Let's see. Challenge, advice, and outcome for you. A situation you're going through now. Holy angels, Holy spirits, to the divine above, angels and ancestor gods, for Leo. Overall energy, ooh, the phoenix rising into the joyful abundance. Look at that, starseed. I mean, that is the overall energy. What else would you need? What other confirmation would you need? What is the biggest challenge right now for Leo? Biggest challenge? You are at the divine Y point. You're at the crossroads. Your greatest work is your legendary legacy. Do you merge or do you blend? You merge. Take the path less traveled. Your advice: a light grows brighter only by lighting another. Memento mori, there might not be a someday. You're going to light somebody's candle. You don't care if they're mad at you. You don't care if they love you for it. You just don't care their feelings. You're not putting feelings in a situation. You know, it's a do or die situation in the spiritual realm. Wow. Like you're going to be the only one to enlighten someone else. Because ain't nobody else around to do it. Potential outcome. Interesting. For your advice, that talks about lighting 2 candles. One for you and one for all of your external energy. To bring them peace too. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Pouring into the world and the world not pouring back. Interesting. Let's see. Leo. Let's pull tarot on the overall energy. Phoenix rising to the joyful abundance and the star seed. 8 swords didn't come easy. 8 to the 4 swords. Didn't come easy. Nope. Knight of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah. A lot of back and forth arguments with the divine himself and you. Back in the day, you got 8 swords, 4 swords. You were confused because you just couldn't see it clearly, arguing with the divine himself. So now you're at the divine Y. Do you merge or do you blend with everyone else? You merge. Go to what your legendary legacy is. Look in your house number 10. A wish fulfillment to master. Yes, focus, focus, focus. On being emotionally content. 2 cups. They're wanting you to separate from this person. It's a person, place, or thing that you can help more by separating. Makes sense? Only you're going to know. And when you separate, that's when you're going to be able to light them a candle too. Maybe they don't like you to light candles. Yeah. Their attachments don't like you to light candles. Ooh. Interesting. And here's the crossroads here. 2 swords. 2 swords, 2 cups. That's like holding the cups upside down and go and hang them on top of the sword and saying, nah, 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 boo, boo. You know what I mean? Smack the motherfucker out of their hand. Somebody comes at you. I don't know why I'm cussing so much already. Leo is more of a, if you're a cross watcher, Leo is territorial. Don't ever look at Leo like they're jealous of you. No. That's not going to happen. If a Leo loves you, they'll fight your own mother for you. Everybody on this earth got one. This Leo, man or woman, will fight your own mother and father for you. For your safety, your spiritual safety. They'll fight your whole family. Especially when they got 12 swords here with the Hierophant. They've already been through a tower. 10 swords is the minor arcana for a tower. Before, in the past, I mean, you got the phoenix rising to the joyful abundance to the starseed. It's like you self-disciplined yourself since a child because of the spiritual realms that you were put on. You had no other way but to survive. You didn't go to school to learn this shit. You literally did it by experience. You didn't schedule it, the divine did. And at the crossroads, here's the King of Swords, Aquarius energy, strategic thought, the masculine, doing it by the book, the Wheel of Fortune. That's the change, the turning point in life. Knight of Cups, Pisces energy. They have to trust destiny. King of Cups, Scorpio, Aquarius energy, and Pisces. 6 Cups, excuse me, Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. This is a spiritual, enlightened cycle. Cycle of the sun. You know why? Because you lit a candle. Or you're going to. You know that you can't help them anymore. And you know if you stay there, then it'll just bring down the way you feel about yourself. It'll just not give you time to nurture your own self. So this is actually separating so you can do that. Separating from a soulmate at the crossroads. Saying, you go. You blend. I'm merging. That's your advice. You say if you want to go over there with them, if that's what you want, you go and that's where you stay. Once they turn their back on you, make them keep it turned. It's not playing hard to get. It's just demanding respect. Whether it's through a relationship or respect as a mother, sister, they don't respect you. They don't deserve to be around you. The potential outcome to this is deliver your greatest gifts to the world. Your words create your worlds. Wow. It's the divine just put the world in both of your hands. Literally. It's like you speak abundance. It's like you know how to speak to the spiritual realm, to the living humans or the living starseeds and the passed away starseeds. It's like you bring the groups together. That's when you light a candle for the other side. For your ancestors to also come in. Ooh. What's the words? Create worlds. Deliver your greatest gift to the world. You have a spiritual gift that you're getting ready to deliver. You got this King of Swords in reverse, though. It's a narcissist. You've been through some shit. Ace of Swords. There was a narcissist that showed you clarity. They put another sword in there. And there's your 4 Cups and the High Priestess. An intuitive offer of being unemotionally fulfilled, to find peace and contentment, to acknowledge that the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, that to be able to analyze it, you have to analyze it alone. It's going to be the only way you're going to secretly release yourself. I mean, you have the Moon and the Fool, Knight of Wands. By the way you're treating yourself, you're showing others how to treat you. So let's go to the Before Tarot. Let me fix the table. Before Tarot. Cleopatra, yeah. Let's see. So, what is all this confusion? Clarify the 8 Swords, 4 Swords. It's unknown confusion. You're saying to yourself, like, what the fuck was that about? That's when the soulmate connection started. Page of Pentacles, 2 Cups. You ask the divine, like, what the heck was that? What was you supposed to do with it, is what you're asking. It's like you thought that you misunderstood the assignment. But the 10 Pentacles, to abundify, oh, it was a rich man. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy, businessman, masculine, following through with 10 contracts. What's in the 10 Pentacles? What's in that 10 Pentacles? Because right here you got 8. Yeah. The masculine confused on what he's most passionate about. Because he's trying to find peace and contentment either with a mother, an ex, or a businesswoman. But unemotionally fulfilled. Regrets, peacefully walking away. And freeing themselves alone with the burden. You have a masculine here saying, I should have done it by myself. I should have done it by myself. I should not have added... Who's the king and the queen of... Strength card, Leo. Look at that. Leo was rejected. That's the partnership that caused this offer, this Ace of Cups, to be rejected and ignored. It challenged the mentality of your manifestations. Ooh. Leos were born to be challenged. And they will challenge themselves more than they will ever challenge you. They'll challenge themselves first to see if it'll work. Whether it's through magic, they challenge themselves first. That way they see when the other person, how far they made it. If they don't make it very far, see the Leo's already done it. They know what it takes to get there. And if the other person looks like they're not even putting in effort at the crossroads, Leo, you might even leave your bags there. You don't want any trail. You don't want them to know the clothes you wear anymore. Don't cut your hair. Whatever you do, don't cut your hair. There's an energy here that's trying to push you through a lifestyle change. You know, when you're in this many swords, you really don't know who you are. But the good thing is, you went to the divine with it. You took this argument to the divine himself. You're like, what is this? And this is what he said. Well, the Two of Wands. He said, this path of interest was to give you strength, courage, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. Ace of Wands. New energy, baby. You've been spiritually baptized. It's like the divine grabbed you, dunked you, and pulled you back up and said, are you okay? You said, yes, okay, and throws you back in. Leo. Oh, my gosh. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It's like you spiritually... say, for example, you have a father, and he doesn't like for you to cry. He doesn't like for you to cry. If he sees you cry, it will cause him to whoop your ass in a way that he's done it before a couple times when he saw you cry. I'm going to tell you right now, I know a lot of younger folk are watching my channel. That's why you don't subscribe. I see you, and I know you're under the age of 21, 18. I've even seen a 16-year-old on there. My channel is not open to children, for one. But, just in case you don't know, these children that are born today, they're smarter than their own fucking parents. And by going through a whole life cycle of 18 years of fucking childhood, of parents that don't even know who their self is, which is us, you know, the ones that's 50 and 60 years old. You know, some of us didn't learn how to love ourselves until we were 30, 35, and 40. By that time, our kids has already graduated high school, you know. This is what this is. By watching your children and people that you love go through a life cycle that you can't help them with because they don't understand it in the same manner you understand it. You're on different time zones. Every 10 years, the energy of Earth changes. It's a decade. It's called completion. Your overall energy, if you didn't go through what you went through with your mother, your father, your children, your aunties, your uncles, those, and you know your grandfathers and grandmothers, that somebody pisses them off, they'll pull a shotgun out of their fucking pocket, little bitty pocket, and boom, motherfucker. They don't give it no hesitation. No. And then as years went by, government stepped in and it caused man-made rules. You can't carry a shotgun in your pocket no more. You can't ride in back of the truck anymore. This is what this is. Life changed you. It's like somebody told you you've changed a lot, and you tell them, no, a lot changed me. And it's a conversation with Strength card and the Hierophant here. You didn't take it as a conference call. You didn't add anyone else in here. There's no court cards over here. But the Phoenix, the Starseed, the Hierophant, and the Strength card. Oh, man, Leo. Self-control, my love. I am so proud of you because this wasn't easy. You had to tell some people you love, hey, you don't want to wipe your feet when you come in my door, then just don't come to the house. I'll see you at Walmart or something. You've just had to set boundaries. And to make it stick, you've got to separate at the crossroads. It's like both of you packing your bags, going to the crossroads and watching each other walk away. While your inner child is wanting to connect, but not willing to connect because you're not on the same frequency. Mercy. Okay, so your challenge in this is you are at the divine Y point. This is at the crossroads of your greatest work, your legendary legacy. That's your house number 10. You're going to go to where your gut tells you to go. You're going to go where the Hierophant tells you to go. When you're already connected to the Hierophant, you get those messages like, they're messages that come in whenever you need them. You can have an open line to the divine. Like when somebody makes you mad and you're getting ready to cuss them out, the divine tells you, don't do that. Keep going. Leave it. You know. So your challenge right now is a wish fulfillment to master. You're focused. You're focused on finding 9 cups, which is being emotionally content with the Knight of Wands. And the 8 Swords. You're not going to let somebody play with your mind. You're not going to let someone play with your mind. That's the 8 Swords here. It's the first card that come out that pushed you to go to the Phoenix rising to the joyful abundance. Oh, indeed. The Knight of Wands is the Sagittarius energy and the 8 Swords. And in this before tarot deck, I'd like to show you. See at the front of this card, when they're standing up, it shows that they have nothing to fear, but you got 8 swords standing in. They're on their knees, I mean, and they have a thing over their head, probably feeling the wind come around. You're not going to allow somebody to literally tie your hands behind your back so your mind's tied too. That's your challenge. I mean, you have 8 here, and the strength card also comes with the number 8. 888, we're getting ready to go through the Lionsgate portal date. We might actually go live that day. Let me know if you're interested. If we don't get to travel, we're going to go live on the channel. Leos can move the earth. That's what this is. Your challenge is to no longer let nobody play with your mind. No longer let no one stab a sword in your mentality. If you know it's true, you know it's true. You're not going to let somebody talk you out of it. And the only way you know it's true is because you saw it for yourself. Your advice here is... a light grows brighter only by lighting another. Memento mori. There might not be a someday. You're going to have to separate at the crossroads to be able to help this situation from afar, from a different place. Yeah, because the tower's coming. The tower can't come with you there. The divine doesn't want to take... This is not your tower. That's why you said, you was like, divine, what is this? When you get the Knight of Swords and a lot of other swords, that's somebody speaking up, talking bad about you. Yeah, but the tower can't hit if you're still there. The Page of Cups in the tower. It's like the divine telling you, I'm sorry, but the tower has to happen on someone that you love. 2 Pentacles, struggling, juggling, 5 Wands. That is an ultimatum of challenge of jealousy. They got an ultimatum. This person got an ultimatum and they did not listen. You went to divine that you needed some help. The divine tried to go to this, whoever this is. So we would like to clarify what that tower is. Whatever it was, it happened quick. Shocking revelation of an initiation of emotion. Ooh, what is the tower? Well, shocking truth. The Ace of Swords right there. Oh my goodness. Finding the truth about low vibing people. I mean, if they vibe low, they vibe low. It weighs heavy on communicating comfortably with the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor, the Enlightenment Ooh. This is a masculine that has to actually either tell a Queen of Pentacles something, or he has become spiritually enlightened because of a Queen of Pentacles. 5 Swords, yeah. It's a challenge of a struggle. Challenge of the ultimatum. He challenged his own ultimatum. Where's the feminine here? 5 Wands, making a stand. King of Wands. She stood up to the masculine. She stood up to the masculine. She stood up to him. In the past, yeah. Justified soulmates. Third party coming together to rebuild. The feminine knows after everything has been collaborated and found out, she knows that they will come together once more. Well, why should the partnership have to separate for the spiritual healing to begin? Because of the Queen of Pentacles. She's going to be the counterpart of the King of Pentacles. And the 3 of Wands. This Queen of Pentacles has planned and prepared a foresight of low vibe and clarity. Not telling the whole thing. Yeah, there's your shocking revelation of the Empress. Look at that! And the Emperor. Look, Magician, Page of Cups. She is challenging this Page of Cups to manifest for the initiation of interest for the Emperor to get to the feminine, enlightened by the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is going to be the counterpart. This masculine has ascended because of a Queen of Swords he was connected to, Libra energy, that he was probably lived with. Either that or she was a business partner. King and the Queen of Pentacles is money. He found his feminine through this woman. And that's who he's at a crossroads with. Who's the feminine at the crossroads with? That 10 Swords. She is worried about rebuilding the foundation. She's worried about the masculine acknowledging at the crossroads that he has a lot of deception, a lot of interferences in the enlightenment of confusion. Look at the swords. So what should man or woman do towards this Queen of Pentacles in this Leo reading? You got to break the heart, shockingly break their heart, because to acknowledge this heavy weight of gathering has to end. They want you to leave the situation to see how easy your soul feels. They want you to leave the situation for a couple of days just to see how your energy changes. They said, go ahead, try it for yourself. Get your mind on something else. The potential outcome is you're going to be able to deliver your greatest gift to the world, because you're going to create your worlds through the words that's coming out of your mouth. The Ace of Swords is bringing clarity, manifesting clarity. The King of Swords in reverse, that's a narcissist. You want to be clear of someone that's not telling the truth. You want to be clear of someone that's a compulsive fucking liar. You want the truth to come out. There's the Knight of Swords and 3 Wands. Well, that's what you ask for here. You want the truth to come out. 10 Pentacles, the Lovers. So you can get to your destined lover. So, what's actually the truth? I really want to show you this card. Let me see. We talk about it all the time. What's the Knight of Swords? Unemotionally fulfilled. King of Cups. Page of Cups. Scorpio energy. King of Cups. Someone regrets not giving you the right kind of offer. And just in case you don't know, and this before tarot deck, this is the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. This is Leo. He doesn't have a pony yet. Leo is on Gemini's buttocks. And with this reading, see these wands? Yes, this is the 3 of Wands. This is a plan and preparation, a foresight to go somewhere else and travel. See, the sun is here, following the trail of the sun, okay? But 2 of these wands are red. They've put a caution on these 2 wands. They're no longer interested in these 2 wands. Going for something brand new. Let's ask. Where's the Divine Feminine, Leo? Knight of Swords, 3 Wands. Knight of Swords, 3 Wands. Feminine. 2 Wands. 7 Cups. She's patiently waiting. She could be in emotional confusion. Be careful, because sometimes you you manifest that way. Why is she in emotional confusion? Yeah, she's not confused. She's using her intuition about the lover to follow through with jealousy. Her intuition told her, yeah, he was given an ultimatum. She's the one that gave the ultimatum. And she's actually giving him the ultimatum through those 7 cups. And you know how she's doing it. She's got the divine right here on the other side. It's like calling somebody that you know that's going to be mean to you and got your father on another phone. Yes. Where is the masculine here? Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Trying to find peace and contentment. Oh, in this argument. He's going to temper the argument. He's going to temper the argument. What's the Knight of Swords? It's here twice. Started out the reading and it's ending the reading. What's in the Knight of Swords? Somebody's done being ignored. A dead end being ignored. Will no longer be ignored. This offer will no longer be ignored. Because in divine timing, with that emotion, look at that. Walking away from temptation. It's karmic justice. Page of Swords. Looking for this wish fulfillment. This could have already happened like 8 years ago. And now, someone is thinking, the movement that was taken at the crossroads, they wish they would have come with you. They see you abundant right now. And if they would have done the same thing you did, went within alone, they would have been more ahead now, but they didn't. What did this person do instead? You have the Hierophant. Okay, so they followed through with a spiritual lesson. Okay, so through a transformation, they would see the spiritual truth. Through whatever they committed to, that's what they committed. This Queen of Pentacles here, let me get 2 more. Yeah. They know successfully ending the cycle because the 10 Wands and the Knight of Cups, it's taking responsibilities. Trusting in their responsibilities. Masculine following through with a spiritual lesson to transform the spiritual truth and successfully recognize it's over. Yeah, in Judgment, the 5 Swords. He knows he's going to be judged on that conflict, drama, competition, strife, and jealousy. Or he's going to call for judgment on 5 people around him he's not trusting. And there's 5 swords in that person's hand. This is 7 swords. Deception. Queen of Cups. Tower. Boom. Shakalaka. He's about to separate from a female fire sign. Or he did 5 years ago. At least 5 years ago. Because it actually clarified what he was planned and prepared to do. Yeah. Destiny. The Wheel of Fortune. Change. A turning point in life. 6 Cups. Testified soulmate. Where is the feminine there? First of all, why is the King of Swords in reverse? Unemotionally fulfilled, Knight of Wands. Oh. I'm not going to say there's a situation that turned a masculine dark, but it turned him to where he didn't give a fuck. Somebody cheated and lied. It's like they manipulated him. And what happened is he worked a lot. Maybe he worked away from home. Didn't really know what went on at home. And whoever was at home, he trusted what they said. Well, you got 6 swords, 8 cups. No emotion. Walking away emotionally, divinely guided to leave the contract because it's challenging the Queen of Wands. There you go. Mentally challenge the Queen of Wands. The interest in initiation of the offer. There's that 4 cups that's about to come back. So the outcome is you're going to clarify who the narcissist is. You're going to clarify who the bad apple is. because that's in the plans and preparation of the King of Cups. Scorpio energy. This is going to prepare masculine to love himself more. Emotional control. The Hangman. Without support and peace. They're going to learn to do it on their own. They're going to learn to do it on their own. Where's the feminine here? Well, the High Priestess and the Five Cups. She's unemotionally fulfilled. But she's talking to her higher self. She's looking more into it because of the five. She just feels like her 5 swords, 5 cups. She feels like every cup that she tries to feel emotionally gets drained. So she's calling judgment on the King of Pentacles, the masculine, Taurus energy. A masculine following through. Oh, the Knight of Wands, the 4 cups. She's tired. This is playing with someone's mind through interest. Like sparking the interest, but not coming back for it. Somebody woke you up and didn't come back. They were interested. The King of Wands and the Page of Wands. And with the Knight of Wands, this masculine is going to ascend to his legendary legacy. The Magician and the 2 Pentacles. Busy manifesting. And here comes this Queen of Swords. Oh gosh. And the Queen of Wands, those are opposites. What's coming out with the Queen of Swords is 5 Wands and 7 Swords. That's making a stand on all the deception, sneaking around, lying, cheating, stealing, jealousy. And what about the Queen of Wands? 9 Swords. Stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. 10 Wands. It's heavy stress. Pressure point. Because the Empress. Ace of Cups. This is the feminine that he loves. Assessing those investments. He built a trust in her maybe 7 years without even being around her by how she treated him when they first got together. He said, damn. What does this masculine wish he would have done different? You know, 7 years ago. It's like you could have told secrets and got them in a lot of trouble. You never told any secrets. Heartbreak, Ace of Wands, new energy, Ace of Pentacles. So that's a number 10, 6 Wands. A successful recognition in public. There's your 6 Wands there. See this before deck, the 6 Wands. It's like, yeah, they're on a rock. They have people around them, but they've cautioned these people. These wands are red. That's a red flag. He's holding 1 wand. So is what this Muslim wish he would have done. He wished he would have just been interested in 1 wand. This one. The 1 wand that come out with the 3 of Swords. With the Ace of Swords. Clarifying 4 Pentacles. He was trying to find clarity of what's been held back or taking control to be able to go through the deep emotional image transformation in hermit mode. Yep, he should have done it alone. He should have took time for himself to reflect. He should have. See where his cane is brown. It's not red. It's not yellow. And there's another ace. Instead, he got into a contract with the Queen of Swords. Which has, he got too comfortable to leave. 3 of Cups, the High Priestess. But coming together with his intuition, oh, look at that. The Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. His intuition told him he should have settled in with the Queen of Wands. He should have followed through with the Queen of Wands. He misjudged. Ooh, Judgment in reverse and the 10 Cups. He misjudged where his emotions. 9 of Cups, 9 Cups. He misjudged trusting in what he was wishing. When he was wishing to be emotionally content, happy. What did he misjudge? The 4 of Swords in reverse. The truth. Of where all the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights was coming from. The Lovers and the Devil. He got a karmic twin. Yep, he got a karmic twin. Where's the feminine there? 5 Wands. 7 Swords. Interference, jealousy, deception. 7 Wands. She took a stand and ended the cycle on her own. She's like, nope, you all are not going to bring that crap over here. What caused this feminine to end the cycle? 10 Wands. Chariot. She was accumulating too much to leave quick. I mean, look at this Chariot. It's got 1 wheel. It's got 1 tired lion. I mean, he couldn't go if he wanted to. What caused the feminine to close the cycle? Because she wasn't going to be stuck somewhere that she couldn't get out of. If she didn't have an exit, she's not entering. Where's the masculine there? Well, that wish fulfillment of the Ace of Cups. Emotionally content in love. Calling judgment. That's a return to sender, buddy. Making that final and firm decision. Let's see what the 2 of Pentacles is. Yeah. They want to come back and communicate. 5 Swords and the Sun. Because they know about the 5 Swords now. All the conflict and drama, competition, strife, and jealousy. Someone was just jealous of your light. So the King of Swords is strategically thinking about the offer and analyzing. That's what they're going to do. They're going to justify the interest. Page of Wands and Temperance. They're going to test and see what you're going to do. They're going to test and see what kind of response that you have. Receiving the message that's challenging the light. Look, you have Temperance and the 7 Cups over here for the masculine and feminine. Both trying to temper the emotional confusion. Where's the feminine in the 7 Cups and Temperance? 3 Pentacles, 9 Wands. She's guarded. She's guarded on what she's going to accumulate and put together, the masculine. Well, he's got the King of Wands and the 10 Cups. Emotionally complete, but successfully recognizing at that crossroads that in divine timing, oh, he's going to meet his Empress. So this is a happy masculine. He knows in about 7 years, or it's been 7 years, he's going to see his Empress. Because he's trusting in destiny now. That's trusting in the Wheel of Fortune, trusting change. Where's the feminine? The Moon. She's looking for something in secret. Looking for some truth, some sort of clarity behind the scenes. And the clarity she's looking for, the Fool. She wants to take a risk and initiate an interest. She wants to know what kind of vibe the masculine's in. No support in the Magician, 8 Cups. Because she's manifesting to be able to take her emotions out of the situation. And for some reason, she feels like she's not able to. So she's asking the divine, why are we still connected? Because this is an independent soulmate, Emperor. Look at that. This is your one independent Emperor, Empress. And here's this Queen of Pentacles that's in the mix. 8 Cups. They got to bring their emotions away from the Queen of Pentacles to love themselves and be emotionally controlled. But the manifestation needs a different perspective spiritually. That's the only way that it's going to be mastered and focused. On the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, 5 Cups. Too focused on a woman that doesn't love herself. And that's going to be what shows them the truth. See clarity, hope, faith, balance, renewal after a dead end. This is another card I want to show you. It's not in every bundle. If you can see it, this is before tarot, okay? This sword is in his ankle. It's in his crease where his leg bends. It's in his muscle. It's actually in his butthole. I'm going to say it. It's in his spine. It's in both muscles. It's actually in his neck. Those 10 swords, that the way the rider weight looks, it looks like somebody's just stabbed you in the back. These are in, you know, those little parts of your body that's going to fucking hurt for life. And that, my friend, is going to be the only thing that's going to level this legacy. They have to tell someone that you've always been the one. They have to tell someone that when they got with them, that they didn't know their self. So, who do they have to tell that to? 9 Cups. So there's that earthly wish of marriage, a wish fulfillment of marriage to enlighten the blockage of the interest of confusion. So they tried to actually purposely confuse you, but they was divinely guided to go forward peacefully with the contract with the Queen of Cups in love. So what did they learn there? What they learned there was the 6 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Soulmate trust. They learned how to trust soulmates. So what caused them to learn how to trust the soulmates? Justice. Don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. To be able to trust some soulmates, they had to... It's a difference to be connected to a soulmate that's not spiritual than a soulmate that is spiritual. Is what they're saying. Without this relationship with the Cancer energy or a woman water sign, they wouldn't have been able to justify what a spiritual soulmate is. They've never met a spiritual soulmate. So they got to meet a broken person before they meet the spiritual soulmate and be like, whoa, this is different. So what's different from the Queen of Cups to Leo, regardless of the man or woman? What's different when it comes to Leo? The confusion. The Empress had the Empress all fucked up. But now reconsidering through heartbreak, justified heartbreak. They're guarded now. Are reconsidering the lever that they left hanging with the cup offer. I love you guys. Ciao.